Welcome back to the National Gear Repair YouTube channel. Today, we are taking a look at a massive Gloucester industrial gearbox. Right now, you're seeing the teardown phase, taking a look at the wear, tear, and rust to compare it prior to the repair. But this video isn't about the teardown, the cleaning, or the machining. Today, we're bringing you a complete step-by-step reassembly guide. Now let's skip to the good parts. Here are all the internal components: repaired, remachined, and OEM replaced, ready for reassembly. And here is our lower housing, fully cleaned, coated, reground, and ready to go. Our mechanics kick off the reassembly by pressing the lower bearings onto the main vertical shaft. Once seated and secured with retaining rings, we use the overhead crane to carefully lower the entire assembly into the bottom half of the housing. Next, we heavily pack the bearings with a premium red assembly grease to ensure everything is perfectly lubricated for the initial startup. Then, our techs install and bolt down the internal oil distribution brackets and scrapers, making sure the clearance is dead on. After taking some final caliber measurements, it's time for the heavy lifting. We rig up the massive helical bull gear and lower it into the casing. Getting this aligned correctly on the first drop takes patience and precision. Once it's in, we secure the locking collars. With the bull gear in place, we inspect the gear teeth and slide the mating pinion shafts into position to verify the gear mesh. Our mechanics use a mix of techniques from precision TIG welding to applying localized heat with a torch. Heating the spacers and collars expands the metal, allowing us to drop them right onto the shaft for a perfect tight shrink fit once they cool. Moving on to the upper housing, we apply a continuous bead of high-temp aviation sealant around the entire perimeter. Guide pins are set and the top half of the casing is slowly craned down to marry the two halves together. We lock down the housing bolts with an impact wrench and begin prepping the external bearings. To get this large, tapered roller bearing to slide perfectly onto the shaft, we heat it evenly, checking it with an infrared thermometer. We bring it up to just under 200 degrees for the ideal thermal expansion. While the bearing is hot, it slides effortlessly onto the horizontal shaft. Next, we install the heavy-duty side covers and seal plates, locking in the bearing end play. Every plate gets a fresh layer of aviation sealant and is packed with grease before being bolted to the main block. Now it's time for the cooling components. We slide on the large, thinned heat sink cover over the shaft, and right after that, we prep the internal cooling coil / heat exchanger. After sealing the mounting flange, this coil is carefully fed into the side of the gearbox and bolted down securely. We're entering the home stretch. We apply sealant to the remaining inspection covers, blanking plates, and output covers. Fresh oil seals are pressed into their housings, packed with grease and mounted. We also reinstall the external cooling fan behind the fin jacket and hand pack the shaft packing material to ensure zero oil leaks. To cap it all off, we lay down a final bead of sealant on top of the inspection port and bolt down the clear viewing window. The Gloucester Gearbox is officially reassembled and completely sealed, from a rusted, worn-out core to a fully rebuilt, remachined industrial powerhouse. Our team loads the finished Gloucester drive onto the forklift to stage it out front for the customer. If your facility needs expert emergency repair, you know who to call. Check out our website in the description below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more heavy-duty rebuilds. Thanks for watching.